Hello everyone, my name is Swag and welcome to kind of a Destiny video, but also not really a Destiny video. I'm not going to be playing anything in the background, aside from maybe like a little bit of gameplay trailers. But really I just kind of wanted to go over some Destiny news and stuff like that. I also apologize for not uploading in a while. I'm employed now, so that's kind of eating up at my possible chances of releasing a video and recording, because I literally just don't have the time, and when I do I feel extremely tired and completely out of energy, and you would hear that in the video, and I don't feel like that would be a good, you know, tone to have, and it would just make me sound like shit. So I'm not going to record anything at that time. I'm going to try recording Saturdays, Sundays and see what happens, but should have a video up today if everything goes well. But today's more about like Destiny news, the state of Destiny 2 and like what the player population is like, and maybe talking a bit about Guardian Games and stuff that's happened on Twitter recently. So the first thing we should probably address, you know, and that's kind of been the big thing that's been riling up in the last few days, is the post DMG did. And it was, I think this was the latest Destiny post he did. He said, don't forget you can set your desired armor set bonus perks on the Guardian Games class item, which lasts through the event. And then we scroll down to the comments, and then this dude said, Warlock Ethan, bro, my guy, saying what we're all thinking, bro. Big ups, Ethan. I'm going to be blunt here, DMG, and I'm asking this for all of us. When are we getting a stream talking about Shadow and Order and Shattered Cycle? Please be mid to late April. DMG responds by saying, closer to June is when we'll chat. And yikes, that's once again solidifying the fact that there's going to be literally nothing going on until June, and it's just going to be, it's like a hit in the balls, man. It's tough news to hear. And the fact that it's literally this decision to not literally say anything, the guy who's supposed to be communicating with the community is not gonna say anything about Destiny for a while. He's obviously got like marathon posts and stuff like that to try and build hype for the game and stuff, but we all care about Destiny too, right? But yeah, not being able to hear anything until June is crazy. I'm gonna have a look at my calendar right now and see what we got on the bottom right here. So right now it's April 3rd as of the recording of this video. So we have, let's just say it's the beginning of April, so 1 month. Let's say kind of end of May-ish, they will probably release something, because he's saying closer to June. So we have about 2 months, give or take, of emptiness. We've completed 1 month, guys, but well done. It's a pat on the back. Probably a lot of you have already quit Destiny in general, and so it's going to be a little bit difficult to come back, but for those who are somehow staying strong, 2 months left until we get info on the DLC and stuff like that. But the fact that there will be no communication of things like events or info about the DLCs and stuff like that until June is a little bit crazy, I can't lie. Not even a little bit of hint of showcase or potentially what's to come to try and build hype. It's kind of a really weird strategy from a game developing communication point of view. Why would you not want to, you know, tease a little bit, like literally teasers? Bungie loves to spend, I don't know how much they spend on advertising, but literally every time a new DLC comes out, all my YouTube ads are just filled with the latest DLC for Destiny 2, and it gets crazy. And they do that kind of, I think, a few weeks before it releases or anything like that. But the point is, this is a really weird strategy to literally be silent for a few months, and I don't think that's the smartest thing to do from a game developing point of view. And I think everyone would agree with that. It's really stupid. But they've decided to be silent until June, and there's literally nothing we can really do about it, unless we all get more riled up, but I think everyone's literally given up on the game, so it doesn't matter. But that's been the Twitter side of things. Let's look at Guardian Games. You know, Guardian Games has come out. Oh boy. You know, the new game mode. I mean, I haven't really been playing Destiny 2. I've been playing OG Destiny, and I've been having so much fun on that. Honestly, guys, once again, I made a video before, me just talking about Destiny 1 and how great it was, and me just playing it on over and over again. I'll link that video down below if you guys want to see it, and there'll probably be a pop-up as well. But I've been playing Destiny 1, so I haven't really been playing Destiny 2. I think I hopped on to check what's in the Bright Dust store and then left as soon as I realized I owned everything. But the new Guardian Games event is out, and how is it? You know, is it good? From what I have seen, and you know, based on like Esoteric and them big fellas, you know, there's a Bosch. I think there's a boss rush event where basically you just kill as many bosses as possible and try and get a high score, and then you get loot at the end. So it sounds like a pretty cool event, but if it's a cool event, surely that means more players would come back to play it, right? If you were to hazard a guess, I don't know, just guess how many players after the release of Guardian Games have played in the last week. Without looking at Steam charts, just say it out loud, say it with me. It's less than 10k, and it's kind of crazy. If we just, I think the peak for last week was around 10k. It's kind of cooked. I think, what was the high point? Tuesday? Where's Tuesday? I don't know. Sunday, Monday. We had a big drop here for some reason, but anyway, around 10k in the last 24 hours. It's hit quite a big low of less than 10k, which is crazy. I mean, if you just look at the Steam charts from, oh my god, like there's so much red. The green you see is, I think, the release of the new DLC, because the 100k I think was Edge of Fate. The 70k was Renegades, and oh my god, I mean, these numbers are just horse doo-doo. And we are still dropping. We've hit under 10k, which is, whew, those are record-breaking numbers of absolute trash. And, I mean, if this is the drop we've had in the last few months, what's going to be another few months of nothingness again? Like, by the time June comes around, I think there will literally only be 100 players playing this game. It's kind of crazy. Which is why I think the decision to not tease anything or showcase anything about the latest DLC is just a horrible decision. By the way, if the next DLC flops, it's wraps for Destiny 2 as a live service game, because there's no way they're going to be able to generate revenue to keep going, and they're probably going to do layoffs. If layoffs happen as well, that's a key sign that the game has been cooked. It's trashed. It's been burnt. And the whole live service thing has just completely ruined Destiny, in my opinion. I've made this case, like, in my last video as well, where I said live service has ruined gaming in general. I think the only reason live service works is it works only for battle royale games and things like battle passes and things like that. It only makes sense for those types of games because it's one like particular game. Like, you only have Fortnite, you don't have Fortnite 2, you don't have Apex Legends 2. It's literally just Apex Legends and just Fortnite. But Fortnite's had a pretty rough thing going on as well with Epic Games and their layoffs, which was crazy to hear because I didn't expect it to happen. But anyway, the point is, I talked about how live service kind of ruined Destiny, and I speak about it a bit more in my video. I'll link that as well if you guys want to look into what I had to say there. But man, it's just been a struggle of slop that's been released, and these events, very repetitive events, man. Every time Solstice comes, I forget what the Halloween event is called, that one, the Christmas event, I think, once again, Dawning, and there we go. Those kinds of events are just kind of boring to me. Like, it's the same thing over and over again. It's not a spice up of a new game mode or some new feature that's been added to the game. It's the same. Oh my god, what is, hold on, let me Google this right now and see what the event is called. Bonfire Bash, that's what it's called. I remember now. Bonfire Bash. I despise Bonfire Bash with a passion, bro. The fact that I've had to bear witness to that mode for 3 or 4 years of just literally doing that, I just oh, it brings a frustration to my emotions, because I've hated Bonfire Bash, bro. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, but Bonfire Bash I've hated. And when you start repeating those kinds of events over and over again, it makes the, you know, people make you, you know, play the events less. With Guardian Games, they've kind of changed it. You know, they've added the boss rush game mode, which is nice, but clearly it's not holding on to players as much as we would have liked it to. But once again, Guardian Games is not really too big of a thing here. But also the events that everything is cooked. Events are cooked anyway. Ever since the monetization thing came as well, cooked everything. There's an Astacross video, I think it's his most popular video, where he talks about monetization in Destiny 2 and how it's ruined the game because of the fact that it's live service. That's another thing. Live service, most of the shit is focused on cosmetics and things that don't help you in any way. And if the resources are going to that, then you get less resources going into the campaign, the features, the new game modes and stuff like that. And then you get slop, and then the developers wonder why are they not staying? We're not over delivering, and the game fucking flops. I don't know. But anyway, that's Guardian Games in the last week or so. And man, I've just been playing Destiny, OG Destiny, revisiting it, love Taken King, love Rise of Iron, and I'm not finished. I'm currently on my Titan. I've finished most of this stuff on my Warlock. Guys, if you are trying to get Sleeper Simulant in Destiny 1, please someone send me a DM, send me your name, and please allow me to play with you that sleeper mission, because I cannot do it solo, and there's no one else matchmaking for it, because I guess it's a small population, obviously, in Destiny, and not many people have that quest, or they've already finished that quest. So if you got that quest going, please send me a DM. I will try and invite you when I have a time, and please, let's play, and let me get Sleeper Simulant, please. Thank you, and bye.